Hey guys, welcome to my channel BitGlenn. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I learn in the world of cryptocurrency as I go through it. So today's going to be a slightly different video. I'm not going to be talking about a particular coin or Bitcoin. Today we are going to have a little laugh with crypto Twitter. Why not? I said ages ago in one of my videos, I'm going to do a video all about crypto Twitter because it's this bubble of like just negativity and hate and tribalism and just all these people like just just in this little bubble, but they're all attacking each other. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant to read. I tend to not post very much on Twitter because it seems to get people riled up, but from the outside looking in, it's amazing entertainment value. So I thought, do you know what? Why sit here and just read through crypto Twitter on my own? Why not get the team BitGlenn involved? We'll all go through it together. I've downloaded this little Twitter intro, so I hope you enjoy that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, because I do retweet articles that I find interesting or particularly funny, I find, you know, memes and funny stuff on there. You can find me. My name is BitGlenn on Twitter. Nice and easy. So follow me on there. I think I've got about 100 followers, but if you're watching this video, please follow me over there and we can go through it. I'm going to try and do videos like this maybe once a week or something. So let's get right into the video. That intro is going to be in your head now for the rest of the day. So yeah, you can say thank you if you want. Right, let's have a little look then. So couple of things that I want to do. If you're sitting there bored and you think, do you know what, Glenn, I want to crack open a drink or a beer or something like that, I think we should play a little game. Crypto Twitter is an odd place because if Bitcoin goes up a couple of percent, then according to Twitter, it is going to the moon. There's lots of memes about it going over 50k and articles start getting shared about how Tim Draper thinks it's going to go to 1.2 million pound a coin. You get all that sort of bullish mentality about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops 2%, it is all doom and gloom. It's like the world has ended, Bitcoin's a scam, everyone gets liquidated. So what we're going to do is every time we see a bullish, like a really bullish tweet or a really bearish tweet, we are going to do a shot of a drink, or in the UK we would call it a finger, 1 or 2 fingers. I'll leave that up to you. So let's crack into it and have a little look through crypto Twitter. So first tweet is from Bitcoin itself. Good old Bitcoin loves to send a tweet out. Bitcoiners are revolutionaries. Eee, let's like that. Boom. The United States and China are locked into a technology war that starts at the silicon level of electronic devices, permeates through every level of technology stack. Bit deep. Go on, JP. He's trying to get a conversation started there, isn't he? Cointelegraph is going with, if the Ethereum community on Reddit are discussing ways to prevent users from losing funds as a result of the wallet address types. That's interesting. I didn't know people were losing money through Ethereum through addressed wallet types. So I might have to read that later. So let's retweet that. Crypto Moon, or whatever he's called. You'd think this is going to be a bullish signal. His name's Moon. Let's have a little look. Probably the top now. That I said this. Bitcoin is ridiculously bullish. And I think a lot of people are starting to get scared they are going to get left behind. So he said that, and then apparently now we're at the top. Is that right? He's saying we're at the top. As of recording this video, Bitcoin is 9,739. It is pumping quite a bit today, actually. I think it's going up like, what, 5%. Is that a bullish or a bearish? I don't think that warrants a drink. He's saying now's the top, so to me that's a bearish sign. This kid is face palming this kid. Crypto Orca, they've just posted a picture of a graph of Bitcoin that would imply, I suppose, that it's going to drop some more. Who knows? I wouldn't say that was bullish or bearish. You'll know if you're thinking, Glenn, where's these really bullish and really bearish? We'll know, trust me. We'll make it very obvious. Bitcoin news, 45 older generation Bitcoin miners are unprofitable after the reward halvening. If you're in that industry and you didn't know that 6 to 8 months before the halvening, then bit of an idiot. I would have sold all those machines while they were profitable and then used that to buy better, newer machines for after the halvening. But there you go, what do I know? Buy when there is blood on the streets. FUD is just another opportunity to load your bags. Coyote, Dag, Kerr, Ocean, the Four Horsemen. Yeah, that's don't think so. What? It's apparently I like this. I don't. Altcoins that no one cares about. Soon the crypto industry will learn just exactly who their shining stars really are. I don't know who these people are. Let's check it out. Who are these people? Who are they? Better capture those gains now while you still can. A lot of people seem to be bearish. I thought on a day where Bitcoin has gone up 4 or 5%, we would see a lot more bullish signals, but let's carry on. Pandemic and halvening have proven that digital gold narrative is fiction. Bitcoin is trading with equities all year, and this is only because of the misinformation on what BTC is. Hint, it's not Bitcoin. Also, this is the last time we'll hear halvening affect price. Again, another bearish signal. I thought we'd see loads of bullish stuff today, so I've completely called that wrong. So let's carry on and see what else people are saying. BitGlenn, what's that BitGlenn posting? The sly old dog. He said, I would really love to do a live stream interview with Richard Hart in the future regarding Hex, so I can help better understand the project. So what do you say, big guy? You and me, same page. He hasn't replied to that yet, so hopefully he will. If everyone wants to tag him in a tweet for me and say do a video with BitGlenn, I've got some interesting questions to ask him. Jameson Loop says, is blank secure? Is the wrong question. Security is not a binary attribute. What does blank protect me against? It's more meaningful line of questioning. Getting more to the point, I suppose. Is it secure versus actually what it protects you against? Hot Deals UK, £12 for men's Converse trainers. John McAfee, everyone loves a John McAfee tweet, whether it's running for president or pumping a new ICO. Let's see what he's got to say today. They say, I don't clean up, I'm gonna die. 56 years I smoke 3 packs of cigs a day. I down at least 2 quarters of whiskey a day for 52 years and take every drug known to man in quantities larger than you can carry. And smack is still my favourite. So when's mofos? But there you go, just another crazy tweet from the world of crypto tweet. Coindesk has posted a tweet saying, blockchain was hyped as the tech that would transform businesses, but expectations were greatly recalibrated. These days, players are putting their tribal instincts aside, often by necessity, and focusing on interoperability. Kevin Palm says, most BSV startups, fake entrepreneurs. I love this video. This video is old. Social media approval. You sure about this? Business plan. Incubator. Growth hacking. Elevated pitch. Market. That is what happened. That is what happens with most ICOs and startups. They promise the world, promise you everything. Everything's going to be good, and then boom, it goes to zero. Which is why Hex is interesting, because they're not offering you nothing and it keeps going up. It's like the opposite. Bitwala has integrated Celsius to offer weekly interest on Bitcoin holdings. Now that's interesting, because I am actually looking at taking out a loan with Celsius. That was going to be one of my future videos. Samsung Mao says, no one makes shows / movies about robbing banks anymore because banks rob us now by Bitcoin. Very, very true. That's a very bullish thing to say about Bitcoin, and I actually agree with him. The banks do walk all over us, I believe. Bitcoin is plan B. Light Knight says, psst, do you want 20% discount from a character from Magical Crypto at Excellion for free. Not really. Breaky Von Bitcoin. Really hope we didn't blow it. JK Rowling, curious about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin community, basically acted like one giant denominator. She's probably at home eating some chocolate trying to figure out the trauma. Now, if you don't know what has happened in the last 24 hours, JK Rowling posted, she said that she was tipsy and that she said she didn't understand Bitcoin and she doesn't understand why people talk about it so much. Someone then obviously reshared it into the crypto Twitter sphere, and yeah, it just went massive. Literally everyone on Twitter was talking about it. Everyone was jumping in saying, oh, you should buy Monero, you should buy Hex, you should buy this or buy that. And she was like, look, I can barely get my head around Bitcoin. And rather than people saying, look, it's just money, but a different type of money, everyone was going in talking about ASIC miners and how it was decentralized and like SHA-256 and all of this. Like, she didn't need to know all of that. But there you go. That was your chance. Mangenstein, he's saying alt scams will finally get cleansed permanently in the coming storm. That's why almost every alt is already dying. I've heard this now for about 3 years that the price of Bitcoin was going to drop and it was going to get rid of all the weak hands and it would get rid of all the scams. But as we've seen, the actual amount of scammy ICOs and altcoins that were created over the last 2 years have doubled. When I got involved, there was about 2,500. There are now 5,000 coins, according to CoinMarketCap. There you go, cryptocurrencies, 5,474. So it's doubled, which is insane. I'll sell my soul for this when this happens, but so many will shit themselves to get in, and once again in a lifetime opportunity to get rich. But then if they do that when they deserve to die poor, that's a bit aggressive. Citing a toxic cryptic culture, and this is what I was talking about in this video. Twitter and the crypto space is quite toxic. It's like, it's very tribal. It's very like, oh, you don't like what I like, so you're scum, you're a scammer, you're misleading, you're just shilling. It's very much like that. Jameson Loop says, it doesn't particularly matter where you acquire your Bitcoin as long as you withdraw it to your own wallet. And I think he's got a point there. Bitcoin says, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. The Crypto Dog says, bears are terrified. Crypto Orca says, Bitcoin, ooh, everyone bullish. Me taking some off here. And that is the way to play it, actually. When everyone's being bullish, that's the time to say, okay, I'm going to be a bit bearish. And when everyone's being bearish, that's the time to say, okay, I'm a little bit bullish now. And I think you'll do pretty well in that sort of mentality. Moon posts another one saying, and as if you see to the right here on chart example 37, I fucking called it. I called it. They love it, don't they? If they get one right, they love it. You're going to need more than blind hope to break this. There's a lot of sell pressure there versus the buying pressure. Crypto Dog says, everyone is bullish this morning, and they are rightly so. Bitcoin went up sort of 5% today, although it's having a bit of a retracement now. Roger Ver, a very controversial person, says, congratulations to Ethereum on becoming the #1 second layer scaling solution for Bitcoin. RIP Lightning Network. Interesting. So again, this is another example of why crypto can be toxic. Because cryptography is so complicated, you have to be really, really smart to understand cryptography, but you don't need to be clever to hold a wallet and be responsible for your own money. You can literally almost wing it half the time, but if you really think about it, you can end up obviously losing a lot of money. So this Jameson has put, don't use paper wallets. If you want to be a badass, buy a cold card wallet and some dice to generate your own seed. So you would roll, and obviously each number that came out, you would create your own seed using that. So you think, okay, he's being really sort of cautious there and telling everyone to take a bit of extra precaution when they're storing their wallets. So you think that'd be a good thing, right? So Jimmy Song has commented saying, take it from someone that's actually tried dice. It's very insufficient, 2.6 bits of encrypty per toss, or 50 tosses to get a minimum amount of encryptory. Use a deck of cards. A one good shuffle is enough or better. Take a picture of something random and SHA-256 it. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if any of you have tried that. Finally, after about half an hour of being on crypto Twitter, we have our first technical analysis chart. Yes! Yes! I knew I'd find one at some point. So this is until 1 million crypto trading. He reckons it's just basically going to go up. Nice bullish post there. We like bullish. Another bullish tweet. Me holding out for $300 Tesla shares is just as ridiculous as no coiners holding out for $3,000 for a Bitcoin. Well, actually, Dave, even though the price has gone up to 9,000 now, we saw it go from 20 to 3. So believe me, buddy, it could happen. I'm not saying it will, just saying it could. Bitcoin is the internet of money. YouTube will close more channels mentioning Bitcoin as false positives in catching these scams. Yeah, there's a lot of these scams going on, so just be careful on crypto Twitter or YouTube. There's all these live streams where they talk about Bitcoin for a while and they say that if you send them Bitcoin, they'll send you a couple back, which I don't understand how people would fall for that, but hey, there you go. That's the world we live in. And they're popping up all over the place. There's one like every night. The search for someone or something to blame in the economic crisis is going to be one hell of a news cycle. Pomp is right there. He is absolutely spot on there. The media do love to run with the story for a while. Really rinse it dry. Even though proof of work remains to be on the backbone of the crypto world, proof of stake is catching up. There are some blockchain staking platforms to be aware of. I wonder what platforms they're going to mention. EOS, Tezos, Tron. I didn't know Tron did staking. Neo. I didn't know Neo did staking. Dash, Waves, Cosmos, Quantum, VeChain. I'm really interested in all these platforms doing this staking. It just shows how much the crypto community has matured and adapted. Like I say, when I got involved in 2017, you were lucky if you could send Bitcoin from one address to another. I remember one day when it almost crashed, it would take you a day to send over any amount of money, like even if it was just 10p. And I forgot how slow Bitcoin was until I had to use it the other day. I sent some money from one exchange to another and in Bitcoin, and it took forever. I actually made a phone call and finished the phone call before it had even gone through. And I talked for ages. This is an interesting tweet. The rise and fall of the dollar. So we can see the image here of a dollar and what it's gone up and down by to where we're at now, 2020, where it's pretty much zero. So the US dollar's worth nothing. One of the tweets that did make me laugh was that they put, how funny, oil's gone to zero before Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin could go to zero, but I bet oil goes to zero first. People be like, no way, everyone needs oil, you need it in your car, you need to go places. But the world we live in is that it did go to zero. It actually went to negative, so they were paying you to take it. This is classic Bitcoin maximalism in all its glory. Bitcoin kills poverty posts, only Bitcoin is digital gold, only better. Bitcoin Cash, failed fork. Bitcoin SV, failed fork. Ethereum, fun project for some, exit scam. So we've got another Bitcoin US dollar technical analysis post. Yes. Let's have a look. Is this bullish or bearish? I know a lot are looking at this. Just forget about it. It ain't gonna happen. So he's saying that obviously the price has always hit this line here, so then it's gonna drop back down. So are we gonna see a big dip after 10k? Is it gonna go back down to sort of like 8? Who knows? But he's saying it's not. Hey! I trust myself more than I trust the central banks. That's why I choose Bitcoin. What a good quote. Bitcoin is coming for the other 6 billion people, and it is changing the world. You can't stand in the way of what will be the greatest revolutionary in financial services in 3 centuries. Is he going to be right? I hope so. Murfsky also says second test of 4-hour supply or H4 supply. Let's see if the bullers can make a convincing case. He's not actually bullish or bearish in there. He's just saying let's watch the charts and see what happens. Alistair Myling put a really good post. He says putting billionaires off buying Bitcoin is smart. We want them to buy at 288k, not now. Well, there's a reason they're billionaires, and that's because they buy when things are low and they sell when they're high. So it's a good mentality to have. So let's actually click on his post. We clicked on his post and there's loads of responses on here. But this one's a good one. Genshi Horde. He's put, once again, everyone is focused on the wrong thing. It's not about the billionaires. It's about the poor 95%. Get them into crypto and we have something to talk about. As long as this is only for the richer 5%, it can never be anything. Such a good reply. Okay, so Unbox Therapy, the guy who does all the unboxing videos on YouTube, he just sits there at a big grey desk. He posted a story where he basically got the new iPhone, I think SE it was, and he basically did the same thumbnail of him looking at the phone, and he posted 2 videos on the same day at the same time. One said why I hate the new iPhone SE, and the other one which was I think iPhone SE is a good phone or great phone. And the one that had all the hate, the one that said I hate the iPhone, it got like 6 times the views. Now someone like him, when he posts a video, he'll get 100,000 views like that, but one of his videos got something like 400,000 and the other one got like 80,000 or something like that. So it was insane. People on Twitter and YouTube want to see blood on the streets. They want to see gossip, they want to see drama, arguments, and some people like to get involved. They like to jump in and be really opinionated one way or the other. Some people just like to watch. So it has sort of opened my eyes the last week or so that actually, in terms of my channel, should I go down one way or the other? Obviously at the moment I'm a very sort of, in the middle guy. I can sort of see the pros and the cons, and I like to tell you my honest view on either. But should I move more one side or the other going forward, because it would generate me more views, more subscribers, more likes probably. So it would probably influence more comments, which obviously helps with the algorithm. I'll probably get more Twitter followers. I'll become more of a influencer, if you like. But that's not how I want to go. I want to remain sort of in the middle with a straight cut opinion. But I don't know, let me know what you think down below. Do you prefer to see influencers that are more sort of like aggressive, opinionated one way or the other, or do you like seeing sort of a level-headed in the middle side? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment down below. I hope you've enjoyed our little crypto Twitter sphere journey today. I'll do another one if you guys like these videos. If not, I won't do any more. I check Twitter every day and read all the cryptocurrency articles and see the little gossip going on. So I'm a watcher. I don't post too much on Twitter. I like to watch and read and then talk about it later on, like in one of these videos. But if you want to share, if you like this content, please smash that like button and click the subscribe button if you're new to my videos. But I'll see you guys from the next video from BitGlen very soon. See you later guys, bye.